All right, more of a push here. Okay, and on streaming, you guys should be able to hear me, correct? YouTube. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, sorry about that, guys. We just had to kind of change a couple things that were an issue, but as long as you can hear us, then we are all good. Good morning, good morning. All right, so now we're playing the chicken dance around Globex. Basically, that's what we're going to be playing. Let's hyper focus on the next signal. To target number 3 here. Yeah, that's a low impact, Adam, and I think the big one is the Fed chairman speaking. And that's coming up in 30 minutes. He's testifying, and you know that market is going to be active in and around that time. The longs need to protect 579. And remember what we just did here. Again, you see that level? FOMC meeting number. We came right to it, faded the first time, and we're coming right back at it. So this is why I constantly talk about the FOMC numbers. So 1 second before the announcement of the Fed fund rate, typically that price becomes significant over the course of a couple of weeks after that announcement. And you're seeing how we came up to it initially, retraced, ran above it, and retraced, came up to exactly it and retraced, ran above it, tested it once, twice, and failed. And now we tested it again, and now we tested it again. So we may get a one candle reversal here, which is 528. So right now, the market is out of sync. So what we're going to be looking for is the market getting back in sync, which means that I need to see the market head toward 606 or the market come back down all the way to 530. If it comes down to 530, then that will let me know that the market is at least willing to retest the 79 and potentially the 400. And we're looking at Bitcoin right here. And we see the fact that they were coming into a resistance area, and actually we're coming into glowbacks. Uh, at least that's my version of glowbacks for cryptocurrency. So they are in channel number one on the upside, and we're stabilizing. If we close this candle lower, I'm just gonna go ahead and take a scalp trade short. I know the market is not red, not. Oh yeah. Yeah, I gotta get out of that one. Yeah, that's trading around Globex, and it's just choppy. So let's keep working here at 604. If we hit 604, that the market is back in sync on the long side. Yeah, let's just wait for the market to get in sync for the next trade. Meaning, I want to see either us breaking the 604 or the market coming down all the way down to 526. So what are we looking for right here? We're going to be looking for a continuation of the upward pressure, and we're going to start looking for an entry point. Okay, come on, baby. Pull back. I'm going to just start small and see what that does for us. Gonna go break even. I'm targeting target number 3 if I can get there. Here we go. Question is, can I get something bigger? I only have one contract here. Come on, don't fizzle out. All right, that's a good one. I'll take it. Here comes target number 3. And let's see if we can get another rotation lower and make a little bit of money if we can. Yeah, here we go. Man, look at that. Boom. We needed more contracts on that one. We really did. And look at it. Good morning, Yanis. Good morning. But that's the right approach in the right place at the right time. Good trade. Good trade. So we took a stop right here. I mean, the market just simply was not in the mood for another rotation, and we were not in sync anyway. But I took it as a trade against Globex. Then this trade right here is just simply a continuation trade that we're and I couldn't have gotten filled any better on this trade. All right, here they come again. Longs are strong. Good lord. So just a quick um, fade with a captain set up short. It was clear what the market was doing at that point. It was pausing. I think we're going to start putting on more size here in this market. Ultimately, what we're seeing here is a market that is showing a bid protecting the channel number two, and continuing to trade above Globex. And that is important to see if you are long. And we're looking at Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is in a rotation upward and is trading above its own Globex. Let's take a look at some of the other instruments that we watch. Gold, well, that's interesting. Came up to target number two and bounced right back up, but we still have this rotation, transitional zone rotation that the market is behaving negatively toward, meaning it came up to that level and bounced right back. So really, the shorts need to take control by breaking the price below 35 in order for this to continue. It's just a meat grinder in gold right now. Let's take a look at crude oil. Okay. Crude oil is protecting that channel, upward channel, channel number two. It really needs to trade above Globex and above 112.50 in order for a bit of momentum to start picking up to chew through that price action. But the minute we start breaking below that 110, 108, we're going to start seeing some stair step price action lower. That channel needs to hold up right here. Yeah, I think so, GM. I really do. It's weaker. Definitely, there's a structural damage that happened. Um, hmm, yeah, clean buy signals. Be honest with you. I mean, what the market is telling us here. Look at that. Look how clean that is. Just came in there, hardly any retracement. Poof, shot up to target number five of this sequence. So the conviction at higher prices is more pronounced here. We're trading above. We're trading above target number 5 of 681. That's strong. Yeah, Paulie, yep, he sure did. Well, I mean, he doesn't speak in. Actually, he speaks in like 5 minutes, and you just need to be very careful trying to hold on or be in a trade while he's talking because he's just going to add a lot of volatility. So maybe people are just buying in anticipation of good news, and and that's what the market's going to reacting to here. This is directional. This is very directional. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I think I was talking about tomorrow, and Powell today spoke at 8:30 in the morning, and tomorrow he will be speaking again at 9. I may have misspoke thinking it's going to happen later on today as well, but I meant to say tomorrow. you go. Hitting that. Yeah, there is momentum. There's a lot of momentum going on here. There's a lot of momentum, and you could tell that like this, they pull it back, and as quickly as they pull it back, they come in and take all those contracts off. They're buying them up. Hmm. A little bit of heaviness that we're seeing here. They put a captain set up on the city, short on the city into Rinco. That just tells me that the market is kind of getting tired up here, but I don't have a reason to go short yet. Structurally, ES is continuing to move higher. We are target number 5 on ES is 37.94. Bitcoin continuing to run up. So ever slowly, I mean, they're getting away from this Globex area. So you can trade intraday Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all these instruments using the system here. Boom, they're just after it. They are not holding back. Good morning, Omer. How are we? How you doing? It gives the impression of being tired and just shoots up. People's appetite is coming back in. We got to make a couple of good trades and call it. Way outside the target number five. I mean, that just tells you all you need to know. Strong market. Yeah, I saw that on the 50 NT Rinko, Omer. What is he? What is he talking about? He's talking about this. Look at that. Look at that beautiful rotation, man. That is just an example of what it should look like every time, right? Here we go. So they started initially right here at that 389, hit target 1, 2, and 3, consolidated, hit target number 4, and now hitting target number 5 to the tick and reversing. So that is just telling me that the market is, yes, it is strong, but we may be hitting a wall right there. If there's any reason to fade, it is within between target number 4 and 5. And if we hit target number 5 the way we did, the expectation is to see a retest of 700 and potentially go all the way down to 670. But it's good to wait and see if we can get uh, a signal at least on the 20 NT wrinkle. Well, these levels are definitely worth noticing. They're very important, and you keep seeing them come to those prices and bounce right back and or react. So we'll see. I mean, we'll wait. I'm not gonna get too excited about anything here, but if it comes up, it comes up, and we will trade it. Let's see if this candle closes lower, because if it does, then I'll start a short at 714 half. It's early, but I'll take a shot here. If we break anywhere above 730, I'm gonna cancel that order. Come on, baby. Thank you. And breaking even, plus a little bit of room for if we can make a big trade. The big trade would be 54, and I would want to do the following. I want to sit through this trade and see if I can ride the transitional zone all the way down. But if I get anywhere in the 70s and 60s, I may just kind of take my money. So we're gonna see how. I mean, ultimately, right now, and nothing. I have zero risk. Either I make a whole lot more money, or I make a little bit of money, additional money. All right, so that's a good sign. So we should be hitting 85, should be hitting 82. If they put a captain setup, forget it. I'm out. If they reverse this candle right now and close at 97, I am done. I'm out. See, the issue is my entry is still in the middle of this cloud. So any bounce back to to consolidate would get me out before the market turns back in. So it makes my order here very vulnerable. And, you know, so I'm taking a little bit of risk. I mean, I can do this. I can do all the way down to the top end of the transitional zone, and then I'll pocket 10 more points, additional $200. If we burst below target number 3, I'll reduce it to the bottom end of the transitional zone. Here we go. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Come on, baby. Don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. Here we go. Good for you. Don't get greedy. That was a target right here at that 670. Now that is a good trade right there. All right, let's keep playing the game. So what did that trade do for us? I mean, it's just a well thought of, well executed, well managed trade. We did on 3 contracts $1,378. So basically, we have 5 decisions and we're up 1319. Let's keep working. We can do this. You picked up, you made some money off of that, Adam. Good for you. You took it after the switch right here. Okay, that's good. Okay, you made some money. Good. Umair made some money. Good. Anybody else jump in on that one? So holding off till the transitional zone exit would have got me out at 86. Still a good trade, but we really kind of took it about that 670 or close to it. But the minute we got to that level and we stopped, I was like, all right, yeah, I got to get out of there quick. Just remember that the market is not in sync on the short side, and all what we just did here is just find a pocket of short interest. That's all what we did, and that could be just short lived, and market could resume its upward momentum. So let's not, kind of get excited about reshorting or getting aggressively short, because ultimately the market has not told us to really commit to the short side in a meaningful way. And how would it do that? You will need to get a complete one candle reversal. So would that be 655 range? Mike, I'm gonna send you a message here, so keep an eye on it. Okay. Yeah, thank you. How did you do today anyway? Any trades or any questions over what you're seeing? You had the long that we did here, and oh, that long, where that this long right here. Okay, okay, that was pretty one. All right. So ES, kind of same thing. I mean, what you're seeing here is actually significant. You got captain setup switch trade. That's a short behavior. They put a captain setup long and failed it. That's another short behavior. They ran this rotation down, and now they are trying to establish another rotation lower. What we need to see from ES is a break to 37.82.75, and that will set the stage for a continuation trade short to target number two, which is 37.79, or a target 373 half. Now the market can reassert itself back with a one candle reversal anywhere in the structure, but you cannot see price action break 37.90. If you do that, then that idea is getting challenged. So as far as action, I am more interested here on a this is not even a swing basis. It's more of a scalp trade. That's what you're seeing here. Okay. So you gotta just get in there and scalp from one target to the other, and not because the market is inherently strong. I mean, the behavior overall is not short, but we're just getting a pocket of short interest here, and we've been very effective at seeing that pocket and taking advantage of it. But that's what it is, though, just a pocket. That's the kind of stuff that we're talking about. Yeah. All righty. Sell them, baby, sell them. And look how that beautiful. You see what I'm talking about here on ES, Sheila. I mean, that candle, that behavior, that transitional zone, and that target, all of it coming along. Oh yeah, I saw that just now. Did you take it, Omer? Did you take it? Good for you. Good for you. Good job, man. Our market is given. Oh, here we go. So the 200 NT Rinko is now concluded, and rallies are shortable in this environment. Rallies are shortable. Target number two is hit in that sequence. Target number three is 626 and a quarter, and the market is a mover. So what has to happen in order for me to get engaged back into a short trade? I would need to see a market that rallies back up, disconnect this transitional zone and reconnect with it back again. And at that point, I will look for an entry point. If we see another transitional zone, how would that look like? It would look like this on the long side. You see how the market runs up, disconnect, and gets back in. That's and I want to get in right here. Not right here, not right here, right there. Right when that zone establish itself. That is your premium setup. So what are they doing here? Okay. Ah, you bastards. I didn't like it too much. I mean, it came in, so I made a little bit of money off of it, but I just didn't like the fact that we switched that cloud that quickly. So I got short here, added to it right here, covered it right here, and I'll wait. Rather be short than long. But a couple of things need to happen. Well, we need to protect 93, and we need a cloud that shifts negative again. See? Yeah, that's, you don't want to necessarily see that. And another thing that was happening is we could not break this trend line either. So that told me quickly that I needed to reduce my risk to this trade. All right, guys. So just a quick announcement while the market is trying to figure out what it wants to do here. All right. So on next Wednesday, we will have a webinar right after the room is closed, which is around 11:15 or so, next Wednesday, and that will be Wednesday the 29th. Okay, right before the end of the month, and it's going to be actually more of a like a training class of us going and talking about what it what it takes and how we capture big trends in the market using the 200 and the 100 and using channels to capture big trends on a swing trade basis. Okay, so that's going to be a big one, and there's a lot of information, new information in it that I'm gonna talk to you guys about, and we're gonna go through uh, a few modules that I put together that explains how to draw a channel and how to incorporate that information with the 200 and the 100 and look for big swings on intraday and multi-day uh, uh, basis. So if you wanna if you wanna join us for that one, yeah, it's gonna be live actually on YouTube and also on Trade Arcade. Say if you want to join it, I'm gonna put the link in to sign up for that webinar. And like I said, it's gonna be all about us learning together, right? So that's that here, and let me know that you see it. Now, for the people that are already in on my mail list and or our subscribers, uh, all the Harmony traders are going to get notification of this and also a recording of this if they are not um, going to be able to show up. But it's helpful if you do show up because then you'll get an opportunity to ask questions and engage with the community in a meaningful way that you will learn off of. So make an effort to show up for it. But I know like Brian, you're in Australia. You're 15 hours away, and it's going to be very late for you. So yeah, don't worry. It's going to be. I'll record it for you and send you a copy of it. So looking at this, I'm asking myself is like, okay, so what are they doing here? What are they doing? They're they disconnected the market, so the 200 and the 100 is out of sync, right? And what do we need to see in order for us to re-engage ourselves on the short side? We need to 654. 654, here we go, is where we need to. If we get there, then the market is back in sync, and we can start looking at rallies as a shorting opportunity again. Right now, the market is just simply in this digestion phase where it pulled back enough for some of these buyers to start stepping back in and trying to buy the dip. And you're getting this, kind of buoyant behavior of market. A bid is showing up, but we want to see that reverse into a break below that 54. And if that happens, then we could start getting engaged. So the question, will I go long here? No. I mean, unless I'm trying to scalp, but I'd rather not do that. Will I go short? Not quite yet. So what do? I simply will have to just wait and gather more information and look for the market to provide me with a market that's in sync first, and second, a market that gives me a signal, right? All right. I mean, that's interesting right here. I mean, they put a captain setup, filled it and ran it back up, put another captain setup long right here, held it and hit target number 3. And they're chewing through these levels. I mean, they may get it back up to 729, which is not too far away. And that will get the market to be in sync on the long side again. That's the market right now is out of sync. So any scalps to the long side or any trades to the long sides need to be a scalp, meaning you're going in there for like a small target between 1 and 2 or 2 to 3, and or if the market reverses and start selling below 665, then that will re-engage the shorts again. So I'm gonna have to find myself waiting for either a 729 or a 665. Anything in between, I'm patient, observing, and I have a choice of taking a scalp if I see it, or just basically let the market make a bigger move and then join it. Because ultimately, what am I looking at here? If this structure holds, meaning that this rally that we're seeing fails, and then we get back in sync on the short side, you are looking at a multi-candle rotation that could take us from the top end of channel number 1 to the middle of the range. So you're looking at from 700 to 500. You're looking at a 200 point rotation. So I'm waiting to see if a failure pattern happens here, so I could join that wave of selling that will take us to the middle of the range. May happen, may not. They may run it up to the 29, then reverse it. So we gotta read this market, but we know the levels. We know what the market needs to do. Hey, Safe, how are you, buddy? Good morning. Missing all the action. Yes, Safe. We had a few trades today, and these are the trades that we took. We made 6 decisions, and the net result is up 15.24. And yesterday we made a few more decisions as well. So for the 2 days that we came back, we're up about 87, 84. But for today, on 18 decisions, we're looking at 15.24. And the big trade is this one right here. And it wasn't much contracts. I mean, like we made $1,300 on 3 contracts. Kept it small today. But the big decision or the big trade was surprisingly, I mean, the market is a raging, running up big time. But we took an inception trade short right after the market reversed and took it from here all the way to target number 3 in that sequence. So I left, I took one here, and one all the way down to target number 3. That was a nice one. And the market did the same thing right there and then reversed. So another good day, buddy. So Safe, also, since you were not in the room. Okay, hold on. We may be coming on to a trade here. We may be coming on onto a trade. See, when they start doing this kind of stuff, which means that they are trying to flush the market. Yeah, it makes it harder for me to enter right here. Yeah, that's just gonna be 1, 2. Yep, that's gonna be tough. Yeah, I gotta see a bit of a rally here before I come in. And actually, it does need to come down below that 60, 68, 65. Uh, Say, if you've been with me for how many years now? It's like fives. It feels like it's forever, right? So you 4, yeah, 4 years. Okay, wow, look at that. Yeah, see, that's the flush. Now we need a rally. We need a rally. We need. I mean, if they get back up to that 74 area, 75, I cannot get into too many contracts, but I need definitely a rally before I can get back in. Yeah, so you've seen what we've done, man. You're as good as your last trade, and you always. I mean, it was just consistency is the name of the game. Just following the process. Following the process. Precision is a decision, right? So I mean, we got to 71. Yeah, they're gonna flush this bad boy, and we need to get into this thing. So where is the target? It is 25 to 20. I'm not gonna get anxious about missing this trade. I'm just gonna leave it alone, and I need a transitional zone to show up. Basically, disconnect of this transitional zone and then reconnect of it, and they may just flush this market down, and I may not get in, but I know what I'm looking for. Yeah, look at this. Target number two is coming up. Boom. Target number two is hit. If I got aggressive, if I wanted to get aggressive, I would have gotten in at that 75, added to it at the 71, 2, and another attempt at 61 with a continuation trade at 54 for target number two and or lower. Well, here you go. At least one of you did that. Good job, Adam. It just I don't like. I want to be in like this is where I want to be in, and when it doesn't happen, I'm waiting, and sometimes this is what will happen is I miss it, and this is effectively me missing it right now. So now I have to look at a bigger run, and the target is 25, and we 25 20, and we will get there. Good job, Sheila. Good job. But me doing that saves me in a way. But right now, I wish if I took that aggressive mode and took it, but the market will give me millions of these. I mean, that's an exaggeration, but you will get plenty of these type of setups. Was that short scalp Sheila on ES? I'm assuming, right? All right, let's take. The market has to jump back up, and in order for me to participate, um, see that sequence. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for that failure and then the continuation lower to that target of 25. Where would this lead us to? We're gonna touch 600 and potentially get back into Globex and flush everybody into 534. That is the typical trajectory of this type of behavior. And in many way, the market is making a measured move, similar to the measured move of a retracement that we had earlier on the 21st, yesterday. It started right here. Look at that. They came and retested it. They tested it even further upward, then failed. And look what happened after that. So we could be in store for that type of correction into the middle of the range. As long as the 200 NT wrinkle and the 100 NT wrinkle are in sync, this is what we're looking for. Okay, that does not mean I will jump short anywhere. That means I am going to be, because all what this thing is telling me is just defining the environment, but I still have to define the behavior, then I have to define the signal, then take on the trade, right? So this is a environment, then we're going to come into the behavior, and then we need the signal. So we got 2 out of 3, and the signal was aggressive. I passed. Okay, I want to come into that same type of rotation and find myself in a switch trade or trigger trade or a captain setup or one of these setups that we like to use close to that transitional zone and take it. Sheila, make sure you're breathing through the trade. You get into the trade, just be conscious of your breathing and look for these targets to guide you into the next phase. Look at that. Here we go. Another spear trade right here. See here, boom. Yep, yep. Looks like the aggressive mode is what needs to happen here. Yes. Good job, Omer. Well, I'll share that with the room. Share that with the room. I'm sure everybody will be happy for you. No, no, no. Celebrate the small wins when they come. Share it with everybody. Don't worry about it. About that. So, Mr. Omer, if you don't mind me, I'll share it with the room. So he is part of the Apex uh, funding program, and he's doing the $250,000 account. And in his second day, he's up 5,000. So he has another 10 to go, uh, and most likely will get it done before the end of the 10 days. And he'll pass it and move on to a funded account, and he will make money. And from there, he's going to accumulate so much money that he's going to even stop trading with the Apex and go into his own account. There you go. That is the vision, right? That is it. And you're already there. So congrats. Just keep plowing, man. What did work today anyway? Azo? How's Azo? Let me see here. I don't know. That's not about that. Oh, AutoZone. Tell you one thing. I just went to the business. I went to them the other day and kind of took care of some stuff on my car and my wife's car. So they got some of my money, and that thing is definitely trending. Somebody's asking about this. So here we go. I mean, that's just a high dollar stock. I mean, we're coming up to breaking out from that 2100 into higher prices against that 1992. Are you playing? I'm sure you're playing the option play, right? Oh boy. Why I am not in this trade, I don't know. What you gonna buy? Yeah, you want to buy the shares? Oh no, not puts. You want to short? Okay. I mean, is okay. Oh, then you got to tell me what you're seeing here that makes you want to go short. I mean, unless you're trying to fade against that 2100 and a lower high, because that's what the market could look like. A high, a lower high, they break it. Now it's a lower high from that. So a short here, as long as you don't break above 2119, will set you up for a run to back down to 1800. But ultimately, that this overall behavior seems to be holding up. I mean, this is not a trending lower type of instrument, but you may be seeing something different. I don't know. Let's take a quick look at some of the indices here. Gold not made much of a move since our earlier analysis, and we are looking at 1836, which is Globex, and we need to break that lower in order for us to continue to move below target number two, which is 1826. That's gold. Let's take a look at crude. That's a big one. Yeah, it's dead here. They hit target number one and came back down, and we're very close to Globex. We start breaking anywhere below that 108, this market will pick up some steam on the downside. The longs need to hold the line. Then we go into, I mean, ES, NQ, and YM. I pretty much can just tell you by looking at one of the charts. All right. So we're pretty much in and around Globex. From the bigger perspective point of view. So that's just a market that is firm around Globex, and it pulled back. We know what those targets are, and we'll see if the market reasserts itself on the long side and start pumping in. Because let's put it this way: if we close at 750 or anywhere close to that, we're going to cover that gap, and that is, it's a bullish behavior. It really is. So that from a long-term perspective, that's what we're kind of looking at right now. Okay, but that price has to do it. This moment that we're talking about, the market is in sync on the short side, and it hit very close to Globex and bouncing right back up. As long as the market is in sync in one direction, that's the direction we're going to look at. So the market breaking above 700 and 750 will be significant on the long side and covering that gap from June the 10th. But it has to do it. And when will we know that the market is about to do it or is in process of doing it? If we start breaking above 678, that will tell me that the market is starting to get ready. 740, 746. Why? Well, I mean, it's just the high of that rotation, right? And look where we at. Look at that high, look at that high, look at that high. 2, 3. Look at that one. 2, 3. All this garbage right there. Okay? So you got to break that in order for us to really start to mount a move. And look what the market is doing. It's going back to this FOMC meeting number that we've been talking about. All right, guys, it's 11 o'clock for me. I'm out of here. Good day. That's how my day is going to end, or this morning session is going to end. It's going to end at 15:24. And good work, everybody. We will see you bright and early tomorrow. And always remember, precision is a decision, and always trade in harmony. And we will see you on the next one.